Welcome to Lexington, where the sun shines bright literally and figuratively on their old Kentucky home, and the Big Blue Nation ready to get behind these Wildcats in this one. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Kentucky Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Tar Heels move, kicking away to start. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. First down for this offense. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Back to throw, it's Wimsatt. Zings it complete to the right. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a run.
Give to the single back. Turns it on in midfield. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
Nice job of getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. It's so tough. Those safeties are flying down, try to get an angle, but you could tell the speed sets them up, makes the big play out to the left.
The Wildcats have it with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the right. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
Wants to throw on first down. Get it out on the screen. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
They'll run it to the left, looking for the touchdown here. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Third and goal, where defensive coordinators have to make a stand. Motion from the offense. Quick pass on the jet motion. Touchdown, Kentucky! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Hamilton. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17.
Carolina offense will take over. 1st and 10.
The offense set for a first down play. On the ground, it's Hampton. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Now on first down from the 28. Might as well give it to him again. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
I know that wasn't a big, huge play, and everybody's not excited, and the fans aren't going crazy, but those are the plays that in the fourth quarter matter a lot. Again, making you tackle my back, making you feel the physicality of the football game throughout, so you get tired and get worn down in the fourth quarter.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Handoff to the lone back. At the 45 on its way. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
They'll leave it with him. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
They're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Leaves it with the back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
A 3rd and long coming up here. Johnson wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. It's a fumble on the play. And the defense has got it in there trying to pick up some yards. On the move at the 30.
That's how you do it. Cause the fumble, scoop it up, try to put it in the end zone. How about the big fella getting down the field? He didn't score, but flipped the field completely and now set this offense up in a position to score some points.
Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
He'll toss it. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch?
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield swing the momentum not only of a series, but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Kentucky 7, North Carolina 0.
They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Quick touch pass to the receiver. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Quick completion on the out. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Kentucky! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
One play in this drive and already out to the 41. It's 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming, and there it is. They'll run this play from the pistol. He's got it again. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
Listen, I know that's not a huge gain. Those run plays add up. They make you tackle the back every single play. Physically, you have to get some guy on the ground. It takes its toll throughout a 4th quarter game.
3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Unloads to the wideout. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters, and I know the pass is coming, so I can have more success.
Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They wanted to set the tone, strike quickly. Jesse, they've done exactly that, up 2 touchdowns.
And this quarterback has been dialed in, too. He's been so good reading coverage, going to where the open guy is with the football. And they've been up and down the field, David, so far.
And this defense needs to make something happen right now. You've already given up a couple touchdowns. Your offense has got nothing going. Still early in the game. Get a stop. Create some momentum for your offense.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Wide out in motion. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Looking downfield, it's Wimsatt. He makes the connection. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give him a first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all right after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the 2nd level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
He'll just keep slinging it. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Oh, look out, there he goes. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
The Wildcats have this offense rolling, keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Dropping back, it's Wimsatt. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Wildcats. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. App State rolled to victory in a game where they not only capitalized on opportunities, they created them. And that's the way this coach wants them to play every week. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The give to the back. At the 35, he's got room. He's now up to 83 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain?
He hurls one deep down the left side. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. Couldn't connect on that last play. Now 2nd and 10 from the 42. Johnson looking to throw. This time he's got it. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lick.
And that's just a great individual effort by the wide receiver. He catches this ball way short of the sticks, but because he's able to make the defender miss, now he's able to get the extra yards and turn that into an explosive play.
The running back has it. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. Got some room to run.
Well, the defense comes away with a pick there with their nicking personnel. I think moving forward, if you're on offense, when you see that personnel in the field, you want to run the ball against it because you got smaller guys out there. Or if you're going to throw, think about quick screens outside when you have tight ends flexed on the perimeter, bigger bodies blocking smaller guys.
Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Going up top on first down. Looking to buy time. Quickly out to the tight end. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. To throw, it's Wimsatt. That one comes out hot down the right side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Yeah, and he had an opportunity to make such a big play. Listen, he wasn't wide open with nobody around him, but you got to make that play. You got a little bit of space. You got to haul that in, make your quarterback look good, and make a big play for this offense.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Caught over the middle. It's Traynham. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
A nice job by the QB. It's 3rd down. It's money down. You're looking to throw the ball down the field. What's open? My running back. Find him, hit him, let him do the rest. Good job.
And the Wildcats will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Hauls it in. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains.
All right, defense. It ain't working. Right. We're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Got it set up on the outside. He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves them in 2nd and manageable. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Touch pass on the jet sweep. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Well, 3rd and short, I think the offense was probably expecting blitz. That's why they dialed up the screen, but it did not fool the defense. Great job defending the screen, setting up 4th.
He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And now the lead is even bigger. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Just enough time for one final play of the half. The hand to the running back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Kentucky teeing it up and ready to go here in the second half. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive. One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
They go right back to it. Just causing wreckage in the secondary. With that, he's got 101 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
Working on the right. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Well, if they're going to get back in this game, they need more plays like that. That was something that was missing in the first half. Explosive plays in the passing game, and they get one here, trailing early in the 3rd quarter. Let's see if these receivers can make more plays like that as this game goes on.
Wide receiver shows motion. Johnson wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
Handoff to the lone back. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. He'll set up to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And his throw is incomplete.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half. Man, you're starting to get down the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the 3rd quarter. They got to get it going now.
It is good. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Maryland is currently working from behind. But how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you never know. They're trailing by just 2 to Cal. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Quarterback checking off. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play.
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dudes outside that can make things happen. You saw it in the first half, and you see it here again early in the third quarter.
And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. They'll go with a direct snap. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. Field goal is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
He'll bring it out. It's Hamilton. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13.
First and 10.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game.
Fires into traffic, picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big hit.
Short fields make successful offenses, just what they want here. Back to throw, it's Wimsatt. Quarterback adapting. Oh, he's going backwards, in trouble, and down he goes. A tremendous loss.
Well, this offensive line knew they had a huge challenge coming into this game because the defense registered 6 sacks their last time out. They knew that they were going to have to win some one-on-ones up front. They finally lost the battle on that last play, though. That was the first sack they've allowed in this game.
On second down, they'll take to the air. Throws to the wideout. On target to the left. And they're able to get him on the ground.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
Kentucky now operating in the red zone. Now on the option. Now the toss. And that one will go in reverse. The defense all over that pitch on the option. And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the 3rd time tonight. He'll line it up from the right side. A 37-yarder coming up. Between the uprights, it's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
Johnson looking to throw. Shoots it to the left. He's got it. Gets away from one, finds room. Can anyone catch him? A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Worked it down to the 22-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more.
And here's the third interception of the night. Bringing it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
I tell you what, I don't know if I'm going to try him much more. Goodness gracious, you can tell he's ready for what he's seeing. Second interception. I would not throw near that guy anymore. You might want to try the other side of the field.
Fires to the wideout. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it.
I love that play call. Quarterbacks are always licking their chops after their defense gets a takeaway because they know now, hey, I got a sudden change situation. I've got a chance to take a shot and pad my stats.
They're going to run it. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physical. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Looking to throw, it's Wimsatt. Unloads to the wideout. And he fired a bullet in, but it's incomplete.
Now, third down.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Finds his tight end. At the 35, he's open. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Offense getting set for first down.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Kentucky 33, North Carolina, 3.
Fresh set of downs after the completion. Johnson wants to throw it. Makes his connection. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Power football with the run. Just buried it. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down.
A huge gain. Probably would have loved to say this earlier in the game. Probably would have loved to have some of these runs and have a little bit more success running the football earlier. Now, I might think about maybe cranking the tempo and probably, if I'm going to need these runs, I'm going to need to go ahead and score on these runs, or I'm going to need to start chucking the football.
Tackle is made at the 42-yard line. Brings up second down.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the right. Got his man.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with the pickup of 4. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Screen pass just not working there. And you figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Johnson looking to throw. Makes the catch. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the 1st.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackling.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground to the left, stiffing the goal line. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. The 40. He's at the 30. Inside the 10. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Wildcats. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
You didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18.
1st and 10.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Well, it's a nice change-up call on offense because obviously in the fourth quarter, you're down by a bunch of points and everybody in the stadium is expecting you to throw it to get back in the game. So you dial up the run play and you get a huge gainer. Hopefully that can give this offense the momentum they need to try to scrape and claw back into this one.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. You don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong, but sometimes QBs miss and it's an incompletion.
After the incompletion, here comes 2nd and 10 from the 32. Johnson wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So we got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy pass and catch.
He's going to pass. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Handoff to the single running back. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on 3rd down from the 43. The give out of the gun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes a catch past the sticks. I'm sorry you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift. A late touchdown.
Yeah, and good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
And he makes the extra point. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Maryland is in trouble right now, and unless something changes, this is the type of day that can crush morale. They're trailing by 15 to Cal. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chugging and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop you.
Looking for a man. It's Wimsatt. Finds the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
And this is what leaders do at the quarterback position, guys. After throwing 2 picks a week ago, he was able to put that game behind him, refocus himself, got back in the film room.
He lobs one high down the left side. Makes the catch.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the fourth quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
Caught in the backfield, it's Brown. And that will go backwards. A negative play, and that defense on high alert that time.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Couldn't find any room at all, and he'll lose 7 on the play.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
He can't make the grab. It's incomplete, but there is a flag, and I believe this is going to be pass interference.
Can't we score? Were they even paying attention?
And the defense is just about out of room to defend. They are backed up right on the doorstep. Trying to surge it in. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They have been able to stop him in his tracks.
After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4.
Razor.
The give to the back. And a short run there, and that'll end it. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College.